Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is episode number 7, number 6. I don't remember. um, I just finished my workout. I did legs this morning, and I was listening to this podcast and a few YouTube videos, and had this question that popped into my mind again. And I remember that this is a question that I grew up with that helped me figure out a lot of things in life, helped me figure out a lot of feelings that I would go through, a lot of experiences that I would go through. And I feel like it really resonates with my journey right now, my journey to become my own life coach, and my journey to inspire myself. And if I can inspire just one more person, that would be just amazing. I don't know if you've ever heard this saying, which is know your why. Um, this is something very intrinsic in us. Whenever you see any babies or any kids that are growing up and they're around you and they're curious about things, they would always ask the question, why? Why is it like that? Why is it this color? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you upset with me? Why are you hitting me? So when you're around kids, it gets a bit infuriating, but that question itself holds more meaning than we think. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays have gone into autopilot mode and they're not asking that question nearly enough. So let's do a quick simulation, okay? Um, let's say I'm trying to rework one of my habits. Let's say in the morning when I wake up, I'll grab my phone, I'll go on Instagram or whatever to watch reels. And then that will like take away uh, 10, 15, 20 minutes of my time in the morning, which is like so valuable. And I need to be either in the gym or I need to go out, I need to do this errand or that errand. And I never really ask myself why. If that really bothers me, then in the moment of me watching the videos, why? Why am I watching this video? Why am I holding my phone in the morning? Why is it the first thing that I reach out to? And you sit with yourself and you have to answer these questions. Maybe sometimes you don't have the answer, but at least when you ask the question, you bring a lot of these decision making that we do from your subconscious to your conscious level. And that's where the change really happens, when you start to break away from these autonomous actions that are keep happening. Another example, you would be driving back home and you sometimes you wouldn't realize that you're home. Like you don't remember that you've taken the same road, you don't remember any. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of us are not awake and a lot of us are on autopilot mode. And one of the best ways is to ask yourself why. Why did I go in the morning and work out legs? Is it for me to look better? Is it for me to gain strength? Is it just out of discipline? Is it ego? Um, the why can also be positive in this case. So for you to understand that there's always a reason for something that you're doing. There's no coincidences in this world. And whether be it you want to amplify something positive that you're doing or something negative, you need to ask the same question. I'll give you another simulation. Let's say you are at work and let's say your manager or maybe the client is sending you an email and the email is very rude or they're asking things that are unreasonable or XYZ, right? The first thing you need to ask yourself is why. Before you get upset, before you start to kind of build all these scenarios why they are the way they are and take it very personally. Just ask why. Is the client having a bad day? Maybe the client doesn't have the best ways of working. Maybe the client doesn't understand that this is not within, the parameters of the contract or the scope. Maybe the client doesn't know that this kind of work they're asking for will take way longer than they think. The same thing for your manager. Maybe he doesn't have the full story. Maybe he's also having a bad day. So always when you ask why, you stop your brain and you stop your body from reacting to things and you become a bit more of an inquisitor. You take the observation side of things rather than being reactive to things. So asking yourself why, this would be a great exercise for all of you that, let's say starting from tomorrow, as soon as you wake up, any action that you do that doesn't really make sense to you, or it's something that you don't like or you really like, ask yourself why. For example, don't ask yourself why am I brushing my teeth, obviously, or why I'm drinking water, or why, or why. Ask yourself the questions that you know you don't want to answer. Why am I doing this YouTube channel? Why am I posting every day? It's because I want to break something inside of me. I want to break this perfectionism, this need to always be so prepared and have the right script and the right camera gear and the right color grading and be prepared and over prepared. And I spent months, and now it became years, to just be able to release one video for all these things that you guys might not even care about. So it's important that you ask yourself why. Do I want to create? Then I should create. Why am I having all these personality traits that make me want to be a perfectionist? How do I break it? Do everything that pushes me towards, as the saying says, perfect, done is better than perfect. So yeah, that's my video for the day. I thought at least I can give you something that will make you think a little bit, something that could maybe change your perspective on a lot of things. And maybe this is your why you're watching this video. And I hope you like my oyster knife. It's my new mic. Have a good day and see you tomorrow. Bye.